now that I've sort of leveled up my game and now I'm almost turning pro, we've had to look at other gyms to train at. So I go down to the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu every Tuesday now for wrestling with their pro team, which includes Robert Whittaker, Jacob Malcoon, Izzy Dox, David Francis, you know, the heavy hitters of the middleweight division in New South Wales.
Yeah, nice. I mean, we've had David on the podcast also, so it's kind of nice. And seeing Rob at the moment, and we'll get back to you in a sec, but like seeing Rob at the moment and just seeing obviously what happened. What was it now? 2 years ago? No, it's longer than that because we've been in lockdown for 2 years. So 3 years ago,
2.5 or something.
2.5.
I'd say 2.5.
Something like that. It was in Melbourne. Yeah. Do you see a different Rob? Do you like mentally as well? Like, do you think, you know, because like this when you talk to people at the moment, there's this whole flip of the coin, right?
100%.
Like, people are like, we've already seen that fight. It's going to end exactly the same way it did the first time. And look, it could quite possibly end that way too, because I find that every time we see Izzy come out, he's leveled up as well. Like Izzy is one of these fighters that, you know, he's at the top of the mountain, but he's still getting better. And that's the scary thing with him. But I remember the first time they matched up, I was actually working down there as a cameraman for the UFC. Yeah. And I was in Rob's corner for that fight. And I felt, look, there was, I don't know what it was. I thought it might have been more of a mental roadblock, but I just felt something wasn't right that night.
Okay. Yeah.
And obviously he went and had that hiatus and you know, had a little bit of a break and
which I think he needed. Yeah.
And now he's on the come up again, and
100%.
you know, the last 2-3 fights he's had now, he's shown that he deserves that shot again. Yeah. So from your perspective, where do you see Rob now compared to where he was 2.5 years ago? And how do you, just because you have got that close association, how do you see that fight play out?
Look, he's a different beast. Like, he's having fun. He's in the gym. He's got a smile on his face. Every time we go in there, you know, when we're on, we're training hard, but as well, there's that good camaraderie of their team, that they have each other's backs and whatnot. But I felt that there was a different sort of environment back when I used to train there. But now they're all, you know, they're all happy. And when we train with him, and he'll get something on you and, you know, give it to you. He'll give you a little giggle, or he'll give you a little slap in the face that I got you. But which is good. That's the sort of like training that I enjoy. That's what you got to have fun with it. If you're not having fun, then why do it? You know.
And I have to ask, as a training partner, is he? I mean, you say you have a bit of fun, but is he more vocal? Because the kind of times that I've had, you know, time with him, whether it was like I've had a couple of interviews with him and things like that, he seems like that real mellow, quiet kind of guy. Obviously, in the back when he's getting warmed up, he eggs himself on. So I'm just wondering, like, in the training facilities, is he very vocal and loud, or is he still that kind of like keep to yourself kind of guy?
He's still quite mellow in that he's switched on. He knows what he has to do, but he's enjoying it, and I feel the vibe of him that he's enjoying his training, and he's having fun with it, and that's a dangerous guy, I guess, that when he's having fun, because if you watch his come up, you know, when he got to the UFC, he was just smashing everyone. And then you know, maybe he was training a bit too much or something like that, or something happened. I don't know him that personally to comment on what happened, but all I know is now he's a different beast, and I think he's going to take his head off, to be honest.
Nice. Look, I don't know. I don't know if it was overtrained or whatever. Once again, I think it was a mental roadblock, and I kind of see. I mean, Thug Rose talks about a lot as well. Sometimes is like when you're sitting at the top there. Just the pressure of being champion, the extra press conferences, the this, the that, and that's what I got from, I guess, Rob. As I said, like when you know, we brush shoulders, like I've always seen him to be that kind of like stick to yourself. He's a family man,
of course. Yeah,
he doesn't. I mean, I'm sure he loves being champion. Everyone would, but I don't think he really like looks for the limelight. He's not that type of guy. He's not a Conor McGregor, if that makes sense, right?
Not. He's very humble, Very humble.
And so I just felt like maybe the pressures had got to him, especially the first 2 fights that he was meant to have, which was against Calvin, got pulled because of he had something going on where he had to have that last minute surgery.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he had a lot of pressure, like I have to turn up, I have to perform.
Yeah.
And I just think it just wasn't his night, you know. But on
it
any
can happen to everyone, anyway,
right,
you know.
But I guess also from your perspective, as I'll call you a young gun, and look, just to put it out there, you said you're 22. I'm 20 years you're elder. I'm actually 42. So, being a young gun in the sport, like, what do you take away from training with people like your David Francis, your Jacob, your Robs? Like, what do you take away from the guys like that?
Everything, just everything. I sort of feed off that and go to them for advice and whatnot. And it's really good just to train with that caliber and to know that you're there for a reason and you're training with them for a reason. You know, you're not there just to muck around. You're there for a reason. They want you there, and you're a benefit to them. And that's a great experience, especially because I'm so young, and they've been in the sport so long, and they're so, they've been through that journey. They've been right to the top. You know, but not only that team, even my own team with Nathan Reddy, he's come up, and to have his experience. My own coach Zane Saliba, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. So the people around me, when you put it all together, it's just unbelievable the amount of experience that I have to feed off, to learn off. You know, it's just I couldn't ask for a better group of people around me. So